Hey, what's up? EZOVERDOSE here. This is a guide for Kanrethad Ebonlocke, or however you pronounce it. It's the green fire quest boss and the green fire quest chain in Black Temple. So this is going to be the boss guide, and then at the end I'm going to put the Black Temple guide because most people probably don't need help with the Black Temple, but I recorded it and I'm just going to throw it in there anyway. It's going to be a lot of fast forwarding, but it's going to be a basic run through. So first thing you want to do for this guy that makes the fight like way easier is a couple macros, and I have these listed in order of importance in my own opinion. So the first one is target pit lord / cast enslave demon, target last target. So this is so you can basically spam this whenever the pit lord comes out, and you don't have to detarget the boss to target the pit lord to cast it and then target the boss again. It just does it all in one key press. So the second thing is / cast charge, and this is the pit lord's ability to interrupt. You'll need that, it's very important. And then we have start attack, incinerate, fell flame breath. The fell flame breath is the pit lord's ability, and it's not auto cast. So if you just macro that into incinerate, it's pretty much always casting it. Start attack is going to make it so, like, if you're AoEing ads down, the imps in this particular encounter, that you'll always have a target. Like, whenever you're AoEing shit down and your target dies, it'll pick one up, like, instantly. The next one's ember attack, demonic siphon. Demonic siphon is the pit lord's ability that heals you for like 200k. Ember tap is like 30% of your health. So macro those two together, it's like lay on hands. Then we got mouseover macros for shadowburn and havoc. That's for when the fell hunters come out. You just mouse over one, burn one down, mouse over one, havoc, and then chaos bolt, melt two at once. If your gear is not strong enough to do that with one chaos bolt or two with havoc, shadowburn mouse over, you can just mouse over it and spam shadowburn. And then we got stopcasting soulshatter. It's good for the imps, to dump aggro on the imps if you need to, if you're taking too much damage, taking too long to AoE them. And then focus fear. That's for if you're dragging the fight out so long that two doom guards come out, you'll need to banish one and fear the other. And since fear is a shorter CC than banish, you want to have fear on focus so you can re-CC that target as priority. Alright, I almost forgot to mention some of this stuff, so the stuff I say after this might be a little bit redundant because I recorded this part after I recorded the next part you're going to hear. So your talents that you want to pick are going to look something like this, and this is for the Black Temple part. This is not for the boss, this is for the Black Temple part. And you're going to pick the Grimoire of Supremacy, so your Voidwalker is a little bit tougher and tanks for you. The rest of the stuff really don't matter, probably get Soul Leech. And the Eye of Kilrog. Most of these glyphs don't even matter either, but Eye of Kilrog could save you a little bit of time when you get to the trap part, since it says you can drop your demonic circle with it, so you can like move around the traps, drop the circle, teleport through some shit instead of weaving through the traps. And for the boss, your talents are going to look something like this. So, I mean, you definitely want Soul Leech for the Absorb, Shadow Fury for the Imps, Sacrificial Pact, can soak one Chaos Bolt if you're in bad position, Unbound Will, it's an extra dispel. Grimoire Sacrifice, you need that with your Imp to dispel the debuff, Singe Magic, so you need to have Singe Magic on your spell bar. And then I have this Archmon's Darkness highlighted. I used Killjaden's Cunning, but Archmon's Darkness I guess could potentially do more DPS since you're standing still most of the fight. And like, I'm not even sure how it works because you go to like the Wowhead tooltip of it, and it says something totally different than the tooltip here and the tooltip in game. So I don't even know, what it does. I've never used it, but I guess it could potentially give you more single target DPS though, since you're not moving. So for glyphs, 10% damage reduction, siphon life, health stone. This one here is important. Glyph of enslaved demon, reduce your cast time if you're enslaved demon by 50%. So that one's pretty big. That one's probably the most important one to have for the boss encounter. And that's all you need to know about the glyphs and the talents. Alright, now jumping into the boss fight here. I chose to go left, you could go right, but you just go behind one of them pillars that's on either side of this soul well and drop your demonic portal teleport thing. And don't worry about those demonic gateways, even though I have it down. The guide I used suggested to do that because you can dump aggro with them, which either something changed or they were full of shit, because it does not dump aggro, so do not even waste your time dropping one. And just make sure you have that demonic portal teleport thing, summon thing down behind the pillar. I don't play a warlock much, sorry if I get like a lot of this shit, like I'm not precise with the wording. So make sure that's fresh behind the pillar before you start the fight, because if the it's only a 5 or 6 minute buff or something, so if the fight drags out too long, and you don't refresh the portal, you'll lose it, and then you'll try to line of sight the Chaos Bolt, and you'll be screwed. So you basically just burst this dude as hard as you can on the pull, bring pots, bring flasks, bring everything. When he summons the Pit Lord, get this guy enslaved ASAP so he don't charge and stun you, and then manually tell him to attack the boss. He's not in like assist mode or whatever, so like put him in assist mode or manually tell him to attack the boss. I'd recommend leaving him on manual and then telling him to attack the boss. So here's a Chaos Bolt, make sure you're waiting for that, and teleport behind the pillar to line of sight it. And the thing about keeping the Pit Lord on the boss, there's a Cataclysm, so use the charge macro on the Cataclysm. He casts Cataclysm after he summons an ad every time. So the thing about keeping the Pit Lord on the boss is you don't want him bouncing around and shit whenever you're AoEing the ads. So you just keep him on the boss, keep DPS on the boss like that. So I mean that's kind of personal preference. So here's the little imp ads. Hit your I don't even know what it's called. Hit your AoE thing, and then just AoE them things down. Shadow Fury, soulshatter if you need to. Ember tap macro, heal up if you need to. Line of sight the Chaos Bolt whenever he casts it. Get ready to interrupt the Cataclysm again. While you're doing all this, you need to make sure that you have the sacrifice talent to where your imp gives you Singe Magic, and the Singe Magic's going to let you dispel, and you pretty much need to be dispelling on cooldown is a good practice. Anytime you have the Curse of Agony buff on yourself, use Singe Magic. You want to get that off. It's the one that's got a 10-minute timer on it, because that one, like, it slowly starts ticking harder, and I don't know how long it actually takes to where it actually starts hurting, but just get it off of you whenever you can. So here's the Fell Hunters. Melt the first one down quickly, and then wait for the second one, and then put Havoc on one of them, and then Chaos Bolt the other one, to where you just basically one-shot both of them at the same time. Enslave the Pit Lord again, put him back on the boss manually, or assist, or whatever. Make sure that you get ready to either use like a defensive cooldown or line of sight the Chaos Bolt, because he will cast soon after, so you need to be pretty fluid at that point. Like when the Fell Hunters come out, that's a pretty hectic, can be a pretty hectic area. So right after that, he casts the Cataclysm again. You need to interrupt that and get a little bit of DPS in. Make sure you're using Singe Magic to keep the Curse of Agony buff off yourself. He's going to summon the Doom Lord last. He summons 3 ads, and the Doom Lord is the last of the 3 ads before he repeats the cycle. When the Doom Lord comes out, you need to cast Banish on the Doom Lord and just keep melting the boss. And if he were to, in my kill, he didn't have time to summon another ad, but if he were to summon another ad, pretty sure he would summon the Imps next, because the Pit Lord's already out. He can't summon 2 Pit Lords. So he would summon the Imps. So, and then he would summon the Fell Hunters, and then he would summon a second Doom Lord. So that's where the Fear macro comes in, as if he summoned a second Doom Lord. So that's it. Line of sight Chaos Bolts, interrupt Cataclysm, kill ads ASAP, keep pit lord enslaved at all times, macro all that shit earlier, and free kill basically, free green fire. And once you kill the dude and he goes to the middle and does a little bit of RP, you can turn the quest in, and then you click the dude. And when you click the dude, you like fly up in there and do like some little spins of crap, and you're infused with the green fire. It gives you some kind of like passive buff or something. It says like you learned a spell.
What will you require? Embrace the shadow. Dark Lady watching you.
Alright, so the beginning of this thing, like, it's Black Temple, but it's not the Black Temple, the raid. You need to go straight where you would normally go right, and you go up to a door, and it's like a scenario, like a solo scenario. So don't be a jackass like me and run in Black Temple and waste half hour in there. It's straight, not right. So you basically run through this shit, dodge the red, and then like this dude up here on the steps or whatever, the angled ramp, like Shadow Fury that dude to stun him and then run by. And then kill him. I thought I could outrun him, make him reset. You can't do that. Just kill him after you run by him. And you talk to a comma, blah 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 blah. You get to this point, and you need to pull out your Eye of Kilorog, and it will basically like do detect traps. So like you cast it, and then click it off, and then like move a little, and cast it and click it off, and then move a little, and like repeat that like 400 times, and make it through all this crap, and it takes forever, and it's annoying. And then you get down here to these dudes, and then they talk for like 48 minutes, and when they're finally done, the boss spawns. It looks like the boss that's normally here in Black Temple, except it's I don't know, it's like not nearly as hard, I guess. So you basically just like pull this dude off to the side, and like you be standing off to the side as well, and I'll put like this fire shit on the ground in a straight line to you where you were standing when you cast it, and it stays there for a long time. So then like move over like a couple feet and let him cast it again, and then like just keep moving over a couple feet until he summons ads. And when he summons ads, just AoE him down, no big deal, and then get back on the boss, finish killing the boss, and turn around, run out of there. You gotta kill a bunch of trash to get out of there. And go back and talk to a comma again. He's like blah blah blah. And then you talk to this imp. And the imp is imp gives you some shit. I don't even know. Can't read it. And you get a timer, and you're supposed to loot stuff. Don't be like me and just like wander around. Like go straight out the door that way. And click them little things on the ground. Now, I don't know if there's like a minimum amount of these little things that you have to click, and like if you got your imp out, it's gonna like stand directly over them because it's fucking idiot. So like click on them on the right side, not like me trying to click on them on the left side with my imp standing on them. And like I said, I don't know if there's like a minimum amount of these things. Like eventually I just started skipping them. I was just like, there's too fucking many of these things. There ain't no way I can loot all these things. I don't even know where I gotta go. So I just started skipping them. I probably looted like, I don't know, maybe like 20 of them at the most. I don't know. I looted 17 of them, and it let me complete the quest. So at least 17 to complete the quest. And you go through the door, and you're up here at the boss, and that's it. So, like I said, this is going to give a title and become a feat of strength here in like a couple months, which is why haven't done it, and that's why this video is coming out so late, because I hadn't planned on doing it. I just thought it was kind of worthless, and then all of a sudden the title's attached to it, so everybody's rushing to get it. So if you see this video before 6.0 comes out, or before Warlords of Draenor comes out, I can't confirm if 6.0 or 6.1 is going to remove, or not remove it, but if it's going to, or remove the possibility to become a title. Like, you have to get the Green Fire quest done pre Warlords of Draenor or pre 6.0, which is the Warlords of Draenor pre-patch. You have about probably a month to 2 months at the release of this video to get it, so go get that shit. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.